Hello again, I am Blunty. The iPhone 4 has begun its worldwide rollout. It's poked its head out of its little cave in a couple of countries so far, and there's been kind of an issue come up with it. Well, it turns out the iPhone 4 has a little bit of a problem that a lot of admirals under Darth Vader's command author suffered from. They're horribly vulnerable to what we're calling the death grip. See, it turns out that that wonderful, revolutionary, amazing antenna that Steve Jobs buzzed up at the WWDC thing, and it's all, two pieces and actually forms a piece of the structure of the phone, and they had to develop a whole new type of steel to do it with, and it's amazing and revolutionary. It's allowed them to make the world's slimmest smartphone ever for at least the next minute and a half before someone else comes out with one that's slightly slimmer again. And it was amazing, but it turns out that antennas are conductive things, and so are people. When you hold the thing, your hand actually makes direct contact with the antenna and bridges the two antennas if you hold it in a certain way. Now, the problem with that, if you've ever grabbed a hold of your old rabbit ears on the TV when you're picking up free-to-air TV, if you ever grabbed hold of those to try and mangle your reception around, the instant you touch those, the picture changes and you go, oh, there's a good picture right there, and you let go and it goes again, and the picture goes to hell, and you go, well, I just had it, and you touch the thing again, and go, oh, the picture's back, and you let go. Well, that's because us people, humans, we're conductive. It's kind of how the whole touchscreen thing works on the iPhones as well, capacitance and conductives, and I cannot believe that the iPhone 4 made it out of research and development with this revolutionary new antenna, and nobody thought to think of the fact that when you touch metal, it changes the inductive and conductive properties of it, because we are made of meat and bone, and we're mostly water. All of those things tend to interfere with radio electronic signals. Someone emailed Steve Jobs, because Steve Jobs has been onto his email in the past year or so. He started replying back to normal people, and he's made his email public and all that. Still not on Twitter, for God knows why, but anyway. So he replied to someone who said, hey Steve, there's a problem. When I hold my iPhone a certain way, I lose some bars from my reception. And good old Steve Jobs, being the genius that he is, just said, it's not an issue. Just don't hold it that way. I could do nothing but think of that very old gag. A man walks into a doctor's office and says, doctor, it hurts when I do this. And the doctor says, well, don't do that. I mean, for crying out loud, it's not as if it's a mobile phone and its entire purpose in life is to be held in your frigging hands or something. I mean, what is the likelihood of you actually holding a phone when you're trying to use it? What's the problem having the antenna run around the outside? I mean, just don't hold it when you're trying.